Good morning. I'm going to spend time today going over your test. I do have a retest up for you. So I do want you to go in sometime today before Monday and retake the test if you didn't do well on it to help get your grade up. So let's go ahead and go over your test that you took. I know some of you told me that you really struggled with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the test on USA Test Prep, and then I'm going to work them out for you. So your questions were probably in a different order. That's okay, but they're all the same questions and they're all there. So let's go and take a look at number one. Number one, we have 2x squared minus 5 and then minus 3x squared plus 4. And then you have your answer choices here. So what I've done is I have written down the problem, 2x squared minus 5 minus 3x squared minus 4. So if you'll notice, we're subtracting these two expressions, and because you have a negative here, you're going to distribute that negative to everything inside the parentheses. So we're going to be left with 2x squared minus 5 minus 3x squared and minus 4. So now what we're going to do is just simply combine our like terms. So we're going to have 2x squared minus 3x squared minus 5 minus 4. So I'm going to combine the 2x squared and negative 3x squared to give me a negative x squared, and then a negative 5 and a negative 4 to give me a negative 9. So if I look here on my answer choices, my answer choice would be A, x squared minus 9, so I would choose that one. Now let's go to number 2. Number 2 says solve the quadratic equation for x. What is one of the roots? So here we're just going to call back to unit, I believe it was 3, where we solved quadratics. We have 3x squared minus 14x minus 5 equals 0. So I have just wrote this here. So I'm going to try to solve this by factoring. To me, factoring is the easiest way to do it if it is factorable. And I'm going to start off by using slip and slide. So that's basically where you take the 3 and multiply it by that 5. And we're going to have x squared minus 14x minus 15 equals 0. So here we want factors of 15 that has a difference of 14, and we know that would be 15 and 1. So because 1 is a plus and 1 will be a minus, because your last term is a negative, and your largest number will go behind the negative because your second term is a negative. So 15 and 1 equals 0. But don't forget, now we've got to put that 3 back under, just like that. So now we're going to have factors of 3x plus 1 and then x minus 3. So now we're going to set each factor to equal 0. And then we will solve. So here we have 2 steps. You have to subtract that one first and then divide by 3. So here we see that x is equal to negative 1/3 and x equals positive 3. And I see that answer choice is here at letter C. So we'll choose that one. Oh, why my phone is really kind of blurry today. But okay, now we're going to move on to number 3, and I'm going to turn the page. Actually, I'm going to tear this page out so I'll waste any paper because I'm left-handed. And we want to add these two together. So 5 over x squared plus 3 minus 2x over x cubed. So what I am going to do, I am going to throw in some bonus points, probably 5 bonus points for those of you who want to keep your test score, because I did tell you I wouldn't give you one addition or subtraction problem that had a different denominator, and I did here. Basically, the way you would solve this is you would take the highest denominator that both of these will divide into, which would be x cubed, and you're going to multiply that by both sides. Okay, so once you've done that, then we're going to cancel. These two will cancel out, And then this x squared will cancel into x, just x times. So now we have x times 5x is 5x squared plus, and then 3 minus 2x. Okay? All right, and so I have messed that up. I did that like multiplication, erase that. Our common denominator is going to be x cubed, which means we've got to multiply. Okay, sorry about that. We're going to go back and redo that. 5x over x squared plus 3x minus 2x over x cubed. Okay, sorry, I was treating like a multiplication problem. What we have to do is we've got to make this an x cubed as well so that it'll be a common denominator, which means you're going to have to multiply it by x, but whatever you do to the denominator, you got to do it to the numerator. So now this will become 5x squared over x cubed plus 3 minus 2x over x cubed, which essentially is this. You can make it as one denominator and say, okay, 5x squared minus 2x plus 3. And that is your answer. So our answer here would be letter C. I'm trying to get that where you can actually see it. It is very blurry. Okay, so now we're going to go to number 4, and it says, which polynomial is equivalent to 2h minus 3k times h plus 5k? So here you just have to multiply these using FOIL. That's all you had to do with number 4. So I'm going to take that 2h minus 3k and the h plus 5k, and we're going to multiply those. So 2h times h is 2h squared plus 10hk, okay, minus 3k times h is negative 3hk, and then negative 3k times positive 5k is negative 15k squared. Sorry, my computer makes these noises and I don't know why. So it should stop in a minute. So you're just going to combine your like terms. Let's see if I can turn that volume down. There. I don't know why it does that, but it does sometimes. 2h squared, and then a positive 10hk minus 3hk is a positive 7hk minus 15k squared. Okay, so I'm just going to look for that answer, which it looks like it's going to be letter A. So we're going to choose letter A here. Okay, so now number 5, it says to divide 2x minus 4 by x plus 2. Okay, so here we're dividing a binomial times a binomial. So really all we have to do is take that 2, make that a negative 2. We're going to use synthetic division, and then we're going to take the coefficient of 2 and then our coefficient of negative 4. So you remember you have to change the sign. Okay, so we're going to bring down that 2 and we're going to multiply. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4.